there, my name is Leanne and I wanted to show you really quickly how I made my own ink blending tools for a really good price. I'm on a tight budget, just having a baby and being on mat leave, so I wanted to think of a way I can get a lot of ink blending tools, just like the Inkssentials ones. These are great, I really love it, but I can't afford to go out and buy a bunch of them, and I would like to have a bunch of them because it just makes it easier just to grab your inking tool with the color of ink foam pad that's on it that you need and not have to keep interchanging them. So I really wanted a lot of ink blending tools for one of each of my inks. So what I did was I went to Rona and bought a piece of wood, and this one came 2 inches by 2 inches. Pieces. So that's the same length as one of these blending tools. So from that piece of wood, I ended up getting 24 blocks. I went and then got a piece of sandpaper and just sanded it down because after they cut it, the ends are a little bit rough. So I just sanded them down. So from Rona, I ended up spending only $2.30 and I got 24 blocks. So then I went to the Dollar Giant, again being thrifty, and bought a pack of this double-sided foam tape. So I just take a strip of it, measure it about 1 3/4 inch, the length of my block, and I lay 3 strips down. I put a little bit of adhesive glue underneath there too, just to make sure it really stays. So then I lay those down and just let it dry. I usually just put it upside down like that and let it dry. So then once it's dry, I take Velcro, which I also got from the Dollar Giant, and it comes in a pack like this. I just take out the rough side of the Velcro and I cut it down 2 strips, and I end up getting 8 of these little pieces from one of those packs. So I ended up having to buy 3 packs from the dollar store, and they're $1.25 each, and I end up getting 8 of these, and I just measure it down just to make sure it's going to fit my foam piece. So once it's all measured down, it also has a sticky back. You just peel off this. So you can peel this off to get the sticky part of that foam, and then you peel this off, and you can just lay it down like that if you want, or put a little bit of glue on there, which I did, and then put it down and let it dry. From here, you could put heavy-duty staples into here to make sure your piece stays in place. I don't know if you've ever had it with your Inkssentials tool. If you're not careful and really hold down the corner when you peel off your foam piece, like this, sometimes this Velcro and the foam can come right off the block, which that one kind of started to do. So if that ever happens, it's not a big deal. You could just put staples in here just to make sure it stays put, and then your foam piece will still adhere to the Velcro, no problem. It's not going to affect your project in any way. So I didn't bother putting staples in because I don't plan on really interchanging these a lot, and when I do, I'll just be really careful. So once it's dried on there, it'll end up looking just like this. So it's just your block of wood, the piece of foam, and then the piece of Velcro on top. Just like with the Inkssentials, how they have the block of wood, the foam, and the Velcro. I didn't bother putting handles on mine because I just use my inking tool like this anyway. I don't really use the handle, so you could go and drill a hole and then put a handle in there if you want. But for me, this works best, and it's cheaper, and I don't need to worry about a handle. You could go ahead and stain this or paint it as well and make it your own. I'm just going to leave mine like this. I'll probably put a little sticky label on there that just indicates what color of ink my foam piece is. So a grand total, I spent $7.90 and I got 24 ink blending tools. So that's pretty much, I'm from Canada here, so one of these typically costs $6.99 to $8.99 depending on where you buy it. So that's for me a bit pricey to go out and buy 24 of those, so I made my own. So 24 for pretty much the price of one, and it works great, and I hope that you try your own and save some big bucks if you're on a tight budget like I am. Take care. Bye now.